First forecast brought to you by Store It at Home. Rent-to-own portable buildings out there. Another warm day today. Maybe we need a fan or an air conditioning unit for our portable buildings because it's going to be very warm over the next couple of days. The humidity on the rise. You probably noticed it out there as well today. 84 degrees for today. 59 out there last night. 80 and 56 is where we should be. But of course, much warmer temperatures on the way. We're going to be bumping it up a couple of degrees over the next several days. And with severe storms ongoing throughout the plains, yeah, we have plenty of moisture going across our area. That means the humidity is on the rise. That also means our overnight lows not going to be getting much lower than the upper 60s. We're going to be around 66 tonight. A few patchy clouds out there, and there isn't even a very isolated chance that you see a shower. That likely continues through the next couple of days, but overall, chance of rain relatively low. Of course, I'll be talking about that, the warm temperatures, and when we might get a break or even see a better chance of rain in the forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Your ABC 31 News starts right now.
Welcome to ABC 31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Plans to possibly keep a downtown post office. That is our big story on this Tuesday night. The Historical Association of Central Louisiana is expected to endorse the relocation of the downtown post office to the commercial bank building on 3rd Street. The HACL is wanting to keep a postal service presence in the downtown area, and the building is owned by Mike Jenkins and is considered an appropriate spot. The General Services Administration has, in effect, evicted the post office from its historic site in the Federal Building. Members of the Central Louisiana Chamber of Commerce are in Baton Rouge today to meet with the governor and lawmakers. The Chamber does this each session to educate members about the major proposals before the legislature and for them to let their elected officials know about Central Louisiana's concerns. The group is led by Chamber President Deborah Randolph. Louisiana Secretary of State Tom Shedler has resigned. His last day will be May 8th. Shedler, a Republican and former state senator, has been embroiled in a sexual harassment lawsuit, which has prompted officials from both parties to call for him to leave office. He'd originally said he would finish his term but not run again. Since then, copies of emails and correspondence have emerged, which he says will cause him to leave office with a heavy heart. He says his first assistant, Kyle Ardoin, will take over the job and is qualified to handle elections this fall. Early today, a Pollock man was killed in a crash on Highway 123 north of Dry Prawn in Grant Parish. Troopers have identified him as 37-year-old Chad Maxwell. They say he lost control of his pickup, left the roadway, and hit a tree. State police say he was not wearing a seatbelt. A prisoner at the federal penitentiary in Pollock is sentenced for another year in prison for possession of a shiv, or improvised knife. He's 27-year-old Torrey Griffin of Opelousas. Authorities say he couldn't pass a metal detector, and they found a 6.5-inch knife. Rapides deputies say social media helped them make 2 arrests for thefts from Dollar General and from Holloway Outdoors. They arrested 23-year-old Haley Lynette Box and 33-year-old Benjamin Neil Aycock, both of Pineville. Deputies say the owner of Holloway Outdoors posted photos on social media of the suspects, and they were quickly ID'd. And Rapides detectives say they've arrested 2 Tioga teens for the break-ins last month at Fred's Grocery. 17-year-old Damian Orion Johnson and 19-year-old Seth Alexander Johnson are charged with burglary. Johnson is accused of obstruction of justice and flight from an officer. An initiative of the Rapides Foundation is working to reach as many residents as possible to ensure people receive potentially life-saving medications and cancer screenings. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has our story.
The Cenlaw Medication Access Program, known as CMAP, provides free medications to Louisiana residents that meet income requirements. These residents may also be eligible to receive cancer screening through the CMAP Cancer Screening Project.
The Medication Access Program is for individuals that have to meet an income guideline. The cancer screening, they just can't have insurance that covers.
And there are a few changes to CMAP.
One of the things that we really wanted to let people know is that we've expanded the guidelines, the income guidelines. And so for an individual, for a single individual, it would be $2,529 that they can make and still qualify for services. And that goes up for every individual that they have within their household. The Medication Access Program is able to help Medicare recipients this year. And so individuals can call us to qualify.
Twice a month, CMAP is able to bring screenings to communities in a mobile unit through a partnership with a wellness program at LSU Health Shreveport.
The Cancer Screening Project is a mobile unit that travels around the 9 parishes within the Foundation service area. Individuals that qualify or have to be over 40, between 40 and 64, and they can get their mammogram on the van, and they can also have cervical screenings as well. And individuals between 50 and 64 can come, men or women, and pick up a fit kit that they can take home and do the colorectal screening kit and send it in for services.
These 2 projects are funded under the Rapides Foundation's Healthcare Access Initiative. Anyone interested in receiving help with necessary medications can call 443-7494. And for cancer screening, you can call 767-3027. You can also visit cmaprx.org to learn more and find out when the mobile screening unit will be in your area. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
In 2016, LSU Press published the book Devil's Walking, Klan Murders Along the Mississippi in the 1960s. The author, Stanley Nelson, joined the Rotary Club of Alexandria today to speak about his publication and following these civil rights era murders.
To be able to go back and actually uncover murders that most of the community knew nothing about, including myself. I got to thinking one day, if I didn't know these murders had occurred, and I've been working in the newspaper business all my life in that area, that probably most people didn't know. And it was quite chilling to go back and look at, we had 8 people, 8 men, 7 black men, and 1 white man killed by the Ku Klux Klan. In most cases, those murders went unsolved, and in most cases, we never even knew who was involved and why they did it. So the 10 years I spent was to try to figure out why and what has happened to those communities since that time.
Nelson spent years reporting on these unsolved murders as editor of the Concordia Sentinel. His book provides new revelations into these cold cases and has drawn praise nationally. Poland Junior High students were in for some fun today, New Orleans Saints style. ABC 31's Shar Thomas was there and has the story.
Poland Junior High students were full of excitement as they celebrated reaching the Fuel Up to Play 60 touchdown status. The school partnered with the LSU Ag Center for the Healthier Community Program. Librarian Pamela Gaylord wrote a grant to the Fuel Up to Play 60 program, which afforded the students an opportunity to meet the Saints mascot along with a pep rally that they won't forget. Director of the Saints Youth Program says he wanted to be a chain breaker when it came to this program.
But I wanted to be a chain breaker. I was going to break that chain of the consistent kids who grew up without fathers are more likely to go to prison or do this and do that. Not me. I wanted to make a difference, and the Saints have afforded me that opportunity, and I'm just completely intrinsically motivated by that.
The Fuel Up to Play 60 program aims to inspire and educate youth and improve their nutrition and increase physical activity. Some students may not have a choice in whether they eat healthier when they get home, but Gaylord left us with these tips to live a healthier life.
Would be to make some little switches. So instead of the fries, you could get the apple slices, and then you could also replace the soda with low-fat or 1% milk.
On the other hand, 8th grader Anaya James says she loves to eat fruits instead of McDonald's, but she can always go for some Chick-fil-A.
I do not eat McDonald's. It's unhealthy for you.
Anaya also gets her 60 minutes of outdoor activities in every day, which is why she is a part of helping her school score touchdowns the healthy way. Shar Thomas, ABC 31 News.
It won't be long before summer is here, and we know that everyone isn't able to keep cool. We partnered with Heart of Hospice and Council on Aging to bring you the Spring Fan Drive.
Well, the fan drive works. You actually can donate fans at your local Council on Aging. Just drop them off there. They handle all the intake and they handle distribution for it as well. So anybody that they have identified in the past as needing a fan, not having air conditioning or something like that, then they're going to take that and distribute it as they need to.
To find out more information, you can contact 800-454-9573. Again, that is 800-454-9573. A Senate committee has killed the bill to deregulate the florist industry. The measure would have eliminated the need for a test to get a license, something only done in Louisiana. However, florists objected, saying it denigrates their profession as artists. Bees play a crucial role in pollinating many plants, including some important agricultural crops. Mites are a major concern for beekeepers, and researchers with the LSU Ag Center are looking at ways to help identify these pests. LSU Ag Center correspondent Craig Gautreaux has a story.
Spring is the time of year for bees to be busy. Busy pollinating flowers and making sweet honey. But nationally, bees are experiencing a reduction in numbers, with the exact cause not yet known. One potential reason for their collapse could be diseases spread by mites.
The biggest concern we have, not just them losing their juices to these mites, but these mites can transmit a deformed wing virus. Doesn't let them fly anymore. So it can kill the bees really quickly because you no longer have bees that are able to forage for food.
It is important for beekeepers to monitor their colonies for any mite infestations, especially when the weather is cold.
So they can kill them, especially if you have really high mite numbers going into the winter season. Your bees are much less likely to overwinter successfully and actually can die off pretty quickly.
While bees are not a major crop pollinator in Louisiana when compared to other states such as California, they do serve as a pollinator for some fruit crops and provide opportunities for those who want to become beekeepers.
They do help a lot of local production, so if you have like local strawberries and other local berries, that helps. But a lot of people really enjoy keeping bees for the honey production and also to sell bees to other people who are interested in getting into beekeeping.
Another reason beekeepers need to maintain the health of their hives is to help prevent their bees from cross-contaminating other colonies. With the LSU Ag Center, this is Craig Gautreaux reporting.
In a typical year, Louisiana honey production is between 2 and 3 million pounds, with a gross farm value of $4 to $5 million.
When temperatures rise, some don't always have the luxury of turning on a thermostat. That's why KLAX TV and area businesses have teamed up to form the Spring Fan Drive for the elderly. You can help by dropping off a fan at a location near you. Fans will be collected and distributed by each parish's Council on Aging provider. Remember, keeping cool isn't something that comes easy for everyone. Help us to bring some relief from the summer heat to those less fortunate.
Beautiful conditions out there today, but what to expect tomorrow? Well, the humidity is on the increase. Just said it not just 3 minutes ago, but I'm reinforcing it now. You got plenty of humidity out there today. Tomorrow to be even higher, and a couple places could be lucky and see a shower or a thunderstorm. And by lucky, I mean you'll just notice the ground will get wet and it'll be even more humid as the moisture starts to evaporate off the ground. So maybe not so lucky anyways, but sunshine after that and rather isolated chances at a shower or even a thunderstorm tomorrow, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Humid conditions continue for our Thursday, and even as we go into Friday, cloudy and very warm. Thankfully, the cloud cover is going to keep the temperatures down just a touch, or else we would have been in the 90s. So lucky for us, we're not quite going to be there. Plenty of moisture streaming into the plains, and as that happens, a couple of showers, maybe even a thunderstorm, very small isolated thunderstorm breaking out mainly from our area all the way to the Mississippi Delta. Very warm across the southeast. Elsewhere, not much going on. High pressure rather in control. Plenty of moisture and plenty of warm air. Thankfully, this is happening in the beginning of May and not as we head into June or July, because we'd be talking about very warm temperatures, maybe setting the stage for that to happen. Tomorrow, looking at 87 for our high. Some places could be very, very close to 90. 66 through the 7 a.m. hour. Again, going to be humid when you step out that door, so 66 not going to feel great tomorrow morning. 78 through the noon hour will be feeling more like 85, 86. As we go into the 5 o'clock hour, it's likely going to be feeling like 90, whether or not we're there tomorrow afternoon or evening. even if the surface temperature isn't there, it's still probably going to be feeling like that. Still tracking severe weather, thankfully, staying well off to our north and west for the day tomorrow, going throughout the plains. This eventually is going to move in our direction, but maybe just showers and thunderstorms. The severe threat looks rather conditional by the time that system moves into our area, meaning a rather low risk for severe weather for here as we get into the day, basically Friday and Saturday. 66 out there for the night tonight. Humid conditions on the move and on the rise. 87 for the day tomorrow. Some places could touch all the way up to around 90 degrees. Plenty of humidity, a few clouds streaming around, maybe even a shower or thunderstorm as well. 86 for our Thursday, 85 on Friday. Then finally we get that system to work in on Saturday. A weak cold front by that point in time. 77 degrees, just a few showers and thunderstorms around. Then right back to the 80s as we go Sunday through Tuesday of next week. That's a look at your 7-day and your weather forecast. Scott?
Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
On May 12th, join us in celebrating our Girls on the Run 5K, a program of preparing girls to be physically and emotionally active to compete in a celebratory 5K event. Join Taboo Harley and the Litas of Lafayette on May 12th and ride your Harleys for Hope, a Saturday focused on our female riders with all proceeds benefiting the Hope House of Cenlaw. Get ready for the 8th annual Louisiana Dragon Boat Races on May 5th in Alexandria. This exciting family event makes for a great day of good spirited racing and a great time on and off the water. Join us for a morning of family fun at Longleaf Hospital. Come together and break the stigma of mental illness on May 5th. For more community events, visit us on Facebook or at KLAXTV.com.
MASH 4077, SOS and Mayday.
MeTV presents MASH May Days.
Something special just for me.
Each week in May, MeTV remembers a different memorable 4077 character. There's Hawkeye Week.
It's a prayer come true.
Hot Lips Week.
Here's to me.
Radar Week.
Oh, that's me.
Potter Week.
Perfecto.
And BJ Week.
You've got to be kidding.
On MeTV Alexandria.